Good morning. Good morning, Eagle, Nick, Audits. You know what I mean, Burn? Good morning, Miss Jeannie. Good morning, Ronnie Tackett. Good morning, See the Prophet 75. Good morning, Alfonso Vargas. Good morning, Kamikaze. Good morning, Brandon Mitchell. Good morning to you all. Hope you're all having a very blessed day. Good morning, LF Hut. Beautiful day out here today. It's a little bit chilly, but hey. I didn't do any live streams yesterday because I had 6 live streams that had failed to process and upload, some of them in over 48 hours. But they have finally got to work that they are starting to process. Good morning, T-Nice 7180. Good morning, California Dreaming. Good morning, Kingdom Kid. Good morning, Cheery. Good morning, Big John Nugget. How are you doing, brother? Great to see everybody again today. Good morning, Billy Burns. Good morning, Albert. How is everybody doing this morning? I sure do hope one day without doing any live streams has not messed up my algorithm. You know what I mean, Burn? Hello, I care. Hey, I don't know, it's pretty chilly out here this morning, but old EagleNick is back with the shorts and them there Crocs. Good morning, Mr. Carter. But for some reason, I had 6 live streams that just didn't want to seem to process and upload. Hello, 80. today. We are in Dalton, Georgia, the carpet capital of the world, located 90 miles north of Atlanta, Georgia. Now, I seen a Whitfield County Sheriff's Department vehicle come out up there at Thornton Avenue and take a right toward the interstate, had their blue lights on. Good morning. Brad Hinkle from them there cornfields of southern Indiana. Good morning. Booyah. Viva Palestine. Now, there is not a Palestine. You know what I mean, Vern? Palestine is only a name. There is no such country, no such state as Palestine. Now, we do have super chat, super thanks, and super stickers are available. If anyone would like to help EagleNick out to replace that $120 I had to spend out of my pocket from getting locked up the other day. Good morning, Jimmy MC. Yeah, that was just horrible what happened to Charlie Kirk. Now, he was assassinated the same day that I was arrested. Hello, Natalie. How you doing? Natalie Wheels. Check out that Dodge. Good morning, Gary Dean. Good morning, Subi. Good morning, Deepu. Well, there goes the Dalton Police Department. Let's hope they keep it going this morning. Number 62 with the Dalton Police Department. Good morning, Erica. Good morning, Diane. How you doing, Diane? Hey, it is great to be back one more time. You know what I mean, Vern? It's just hard to believe how one day of going without live streaming seems to have affected the views. Good morning, Carson Hasty. Good morning, First Cab 6869. Good morning. Doing my head in. Hey, that was just horrible how they assassinated Charlie Kirk because they did not like he spoke the truth. You know what I mean, Vern? What is it about people nowadays? They don't want to hear the truth. They would rather hear a lie. They would rather live a lie than to live in the truth. That is because they'd rather walk in the darkness than to walk in the light. Now, I asked Officer Mullinax with the Dalton Police Department if he had his body cam on, and he said he did not have a body cam. Now, the Dalton Police Department has body cams, but they choose not to wear them on purpose. Now, that ought to be a violation of their policy. They should be required to wear those body cameras. Good morning, Kara. Raider, it is not a police force or law enforcement. EagleNick is not anti-police. I'm not anti-law enforcement. I am just anti-corruption. You know what I mean, Vern? There's a big difference. Use your own mind. Use your own brain. But I finally had 3 of those 6 live streams to process and upload. So I figured we was going to give it another try. Hopefully it will not affect them and cause them not to process and upload again. Hello, Henry, BFR. Good morning, Kingdom Kid. Hey, I'm telling you, I was in fear for my life. My arm is hurt 10 times as bad as it was. morning, Lissy. Boy, they sure have made my panic attacks and my anxiety attacks even worse. Good morning, Jacksonville Kid. Hey! Got people riding by hollering this morning trying to cause a disturbance. You know what I mean, Vern? Good morning, Officer Right Here Media. Good morning, JD 187. Double tap your screen to give old EagleNick a like. And please be sure to subscribe if you've not already done so. Good morning, FBI. I wouldn't doubt it. Good morning, Ron Camp. We are not on the freeway. We are on the sidewalk. The highway is out there where you see the cars driving, brother. If EagleNick was on the highway, I would be getting run over. You know what I mean, Vern? Good morning, Stumpy. Thank you so much, Caleb, for those 2 super chats. Hey, I hope you have a better day than I did the other day when I got arrested. You know what I mean, Vern? Good morning, Frank Foley. Good morning, hidden talent. Thank you so much, Caleb. What's going on, Ray? Hey, you better watch out. I heard Sherry got out.
Yeah, she is out.
Hey, I've got an update for everybody. Scary Sherry was released from jail yesterday.
She back down, too.
How you doing, hidden talent in Scotland? Stumpy in Victoria, Australia. Looks like somebody lost their paperwork. Yep, Scary Sherry has hit the streets. Thank you so much, Caleb. But Sherry is out and about, they say. Well, my arm is hurting like crazy. My left arm hurts even more than it was already hurting before I was arrested. I wish I'd have had my phone set up so it would have saw the entire arrest. Good morning, Danny Butler. Good morning, Brian Forrest. I was charged with disorderly conduct. I'm not for sure when they say it occurred. Good morning, Poppin' Jay. Now, there is a lot of people that has went by blowing their horns or hollering out EagleNick or other things. That is the main thing they do not like. They do not like to see the community getting involved. They don't like the fact that the community has become more aware of who I am and what I'm doing. Yes, sir, Poppin' Jay. I was arrested on my morning live stream 2 days ago. That is why the live stream ended the way it did. They parked right here on the bridge. Yep, Cash App don't work everywhere. And really, the Cash App link is not clickable on the live stream, I don't reckon. That's why I've not pinned it to the chat. Well, we got somebody coming across the bridge on a bicycle. But hey, it is a beautiful day in Dalton, Georgia this morning. Now we do have super chat, super thanks, and super stickers are available. Looks like somebody's got them a fire going down there in the woods. Hopefully that smoke doesn't get too bad where somebody calls the fire department. Hello, Samba USA. Yep, I got arrested on my live stream Wednesday morning. Good morning, Adam Reimer. Jared Herman, EagleNick does not do illicit drugs. Nice try, brother. Hello, Matt the Lizard. Well, that wind is a little bit strong this morning again. Good morning, Jesse Dolan. Good morning, Welder, Alaska. Good morning, Dante. No, EagleNick is not going to jump. You know what I mean, Vern? It might make for a good live stream, but not gonna do it. Boy, look how close that bus is riding on that Jeep's ass. That lady in that bus shouldn't ride so close to the back of that Jeep. That's a little bit too dangerous. Bus number 36 with the Dalton Public Schools. That is called following too closely. Good morning, Miss Amy Elizabeth. Great to see you this morning, Miss Amy. Hey, I'm doing a lot better than I was Wednesday morning. But my left arm is really in a lot of pain. You know what I mean, Vern? And I really and truly believe with all my heart that they was being that rough with me because they wanted me to flinch under that pain. They was trying to cause me such pain that I would flinch, that I would try to pull away because of the pain. I believe their intention was to say I resisted and they was going to beat the living crap out of me. But no matter how bad it hurt, I made sure I did not move. Good morning, Punisher 1. Well, the only thing about getting it looked at. What's up, brother? Be safe out here. My friend there on the bicycle come by and said, "Eagle, Eagle." I see one of my crow buddies coming in. Look, there's two of them. But what I was saying, the thing about getting my arm looked at, I do not trust this hospital. I would have to have somebody take me to the hospital in Gordon County, Calhoun, Georgia, to the Advent Health. EagleNick does not trust Hamilton Medical Center because they overdosed my wife on fentanyl back in 2019 and then let her lay in the emergency room suffering severe brain damage because of that fentanyl. They never gave my wife Narcan to reverse the effects of that fentanyl. Good morning, West Virginia Mountain Mama. Yep, that is her. I had to check to make sure it's the real West Virginia Mountain Mama. Good morning, YM. Yeah, EagleNick got arrested on his morning live stream Wednesday. It was right at the 1 hour and 14 minutes, somewhere around there. 1 hour and 14 minutes into the live stream. They stopped right here on the bridge. They said for disorderly conduct. But it is on Wednesday morning's live stream. They still, as of yet, has not processed and uploaded. Or I would have already cut a short off of it. They criminalized the First Amendment is what they did. Officer Castillo with the Dalton Police Department got a warrant for disorderly conduct against EagleNick for exercising his First Amendment rights. Now, one of them auditor channels, that Gremlins, has already started using my content again about me getting arrested. Good morning, Patrick Hunt. Hello, Muhammad No Man. Hello, Stumpy. Hey, why don't a bunch of y'all contact some of them other YouTube channels that covers if enough people contacts them, maybe they will cover my story to help me get more awareness. Good morning, Beanie in Dallas, Texas. To see just going one day without creating any new live streams, YouTube is holding back the number of people that can come onto the live stream. Now this is the most I've seen it get up to so far this morning, and it's showing 56 people on the live. When we had got back up to where it was showing up to 600 people at a time. But just one day of not creating a live stream has affected those algorithms so much. Since old William Hampton thinks my content is so useless, we'll make sure he don't have to view it anymore. You know what I mean, Vern? What kind of troll can't talk, Milford D? Good morning, Juan Salinas. Yeah, I got something for them trolls from here on out. They don't like my YouTube channel. They don't have to watch because I will hide them from the channel permanently. Yes, I was booked. I sure was charged. I had to bond out. My brother had to get a bondsman to bond me out. Good morning, Gone Fishing. Hey, it costed me $120 to get out of jail. Hey, I don't hate the Dalton Police Department. I just hate the corruption within the Dalton Police Department. Now, I know there are good officers in the Dalton Police Department, like Officer Cruz, Officer McDaniel, Officer Shope. Yes, I have Cash App. Beanie. My Cash App is in my channel's description on my YouTube channel. There is a direct link in my YouTube channel's description to my Cash App. Oh Lord, I'm about to have a panic attack. I see a city cop or Whitfield County coming this way. No, it ain't. I thought that was a cop. I do not know the day that Sherry got arrested, but Sherry got out of jail, though, is what I've heard. Now, someone told me that Sherry is out of jail now. See, that's what I don't understand. They hate EagleNick so much that they would not let me do a $50 on recognizance OR bond the first time I was arrested. They wouldn't let me do a OR bond this time. I had to pay a bond. I had to get a bondsman to get out. Yeah, all these homeless people that gets arrested and charged with the same thing that I was charged with, they let them do a OR bond, on recognizance. In other words, just sign their name saying that they will show up in court and they turn them loose, but they won't turn EagleNick loose like that. Donnie Sanford, I got arrested 2 days ago on my morning live stream. Hey, you have a blessed day, Beanie. Good morning, Georgia Regulator. Now, we're going to end this live stream right about 1 hour, so we got about 8 minutes, and I'm going to be ending the live stream. Good morning, Beaver Audits. Great to see you again, Andy. That is all because of one day of not doing any live streams, gone fishing. That's what I'm saying. Just one day I didn't do live streams. YouTube has hit my channel again, limiting the views. That is all because YouTube is limiting the number of people that can come on to the live stream. Jay, if you don't like what I do, you do not have to be here. I can help you out with that if you would like. Good morning, Terry C. Good morning, JS. But I did not do a live stream yesterday because I had 6 previous live streams that was still stuck processing and uploading. Now that live stream where I was arrested is still not processed and uploaded yet. Jay, I am not harassing anybody, brother. You got it the other way around. You are the one in here harassing EagleNick. Hey, he's just another one of them trolls. That's all it is. I would like to thank everyone for coming on to the live stream this morning. I pray that you all have a very blessed morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be. United we stand, but divided we fall. EagleNick Audits loves you all. You know what I mean, Vern? Hey, if they could get away with it, they would assassinate EagleNick the same way somebody assassinated Charlie Kirk. because they do not like for people to know the truth. Well, gone fishing, people has been able to watch it the whole time. But on my side, it has to process and upload before I can save it back to my phone to cut shorts off of it. But thank you all so much for standing by EagleNick Audits. If y'all would reach out to some of them channels that covers police corruption and have them look into my channel, maybe we can get more publicity. I would really appreciate it. Take care of yourselves, but please take care of each other. Try not to think of people that you do not know as a stranger, but more like a sister or a brother. United we stand, but divided we fall. EagleNick Audits loves you all. EagleNick Audits. Peace and bacon grease. You know what I mean, Vern. I am EagleNick. I love you too, Miss Amy. Thank you so much. I am EagleNick, and I'm out.